Hello, my name is Mark Ledford, and today I will be talking about the creative process. In the creative process, there are going to be 5 steps generally, and in the first step, we have empathize. Basically, this is where you start when you understand the problem in the customer's perspective, and when you put yourself in their shoes. Like, you see the problem in their eyes as if you were that person, or basically the customer. As you can tell in the example of the image, how both of their eyes would be in the exact same spot, basically. In the second step, we have define. And define is basically the information is being analyzed, interpreted, and a plan of action is made. At this stage, you basically define the problem and situation you and or your team are in. This stage helps create ideas and makes plans. As you can tell in the image define, you see someone, basically an archer, shooting an arrow on the bullseye, basically showing that they got it marked down to what it is, and basically the idea. Next, we have, in the third step, is ideate. I don't know how to pronounce it. At first I thought it said ideate, but now I'm starting to think it's ideate, because basically idea. Well, in this stage, you basically create ideas that are generated from the previous steps, from steps 1 and 2. Both the first and second step help you create the ideas which you first got the problem noticed, and you generalize the idea of it. Like in the first step, you put yourself in the other person's eyes, well, in their other person's shoes, and then you define the problem, basically, in their shoes. And this is where you come up with the ideas from those two. Next we have is prototype. And this step is where you make a physical representation of an idea you decided to go with. You can either draw it out like blueprints or make a physical 3D model. And I spelled 3D wrong. I didn't mean to put the dash between the 3 and the D. But as you can tell in the example, it shows somebody creating blueprints with a ruler and a pencil. Next we have is the 5th step, which is test. And in this step, you basically test your idea and see where it leads you and how far it gets you. When you test it, sometimes you discover more problems with it, and then you repeat the process again and you test again with your new ideas integrated. Basically, you test it. If there's something wrong, you go straight back to the prototype or ideate, and you start making up new ideas to counteract or contradict what you did. And in the example, you can see that in this example, that test, because there's basically testing on a clipboard, basically, is what it means. It's like how you do like in gym class or any other class in general. Next, we have, well, I know some of you might think that I should have put this on the first slide, and now that I'm thinking about it, I think I should have put it in the first slide, but the creative process is basically a 5-step process where you create an idea and set forth on it and make it come to life, basically. Empathize, define, ideate, prototype, test are the 5 steps in this process. And as you can tell in the example, how you go from 1, 2, a little bit of a curve to 3, and then 4, and then a little bit of a bump, and to 5, which 5 is the start. Basically, that's the test, whether it's good or not. And these are my resources. Thank you and have a good day.